Hello, you can also use the LED grid here to kind of map out all the function, like to map out the value of your potentiometer. So to do that, you go to your LED grid and you get the plot a bar graph. And you want to plot a graph of a value. You want to know what the potentiometer value is. That's being determined by pin 2. So if I go down to the pins and I get out the analog read, don't get out the digital one, get out the analog, stick that in there. So make a graph of your analog pin. I plugged it into pin 2, so I changed it over to pin 2. And then this number here is my max value. So in the earlier lesson, we kind of showed what the values are. We showed the number. Right now it's saying 45 was my max value. So that's going to be my max value is 45. Your number might be different depending on how you hooked it up or what kind of potentiometer you have. So just type in your max value and I'll make a graph of it. Then if we download this, it's going to make a bar graph of the current value. So it should be at full value. Right now it's all lit up because it's at 45. And if I turn it, if I adjust it, it goes down. And if you go up and down, I can graph out the value of that. So that's one way to do it. The second way is to use this console, to use your console and using the serial port. So I could get rid of that altogether. I just leave it over here in case you want to see it. But we could also use, instead of using the LED to display it, you could use the console. So to do that, go to serial. So go to advanced, go to serial, and get out these top two. So serial right line and serial right number. So we want to know, I want it to write a number for us. So if I go to number, what number do I want? I want the analog pin. So I go to pins, say analog pin, and I can say analog pin 2, and it will write me that. So if I download it now, let's see, download. Once I download it, let's see, okay, it says show console device, so I can click on that. And then this, I now can adjust it, and I can get a graph. I can kind of control it. So I go all the way down to 45, all the way down to 0, and I can make a graph that shows me exactly what's happening. Now you'll notice it's constantly streaming a value. So if I want to slow down the value, I could go into basic and get a little pause and put a pause like maybe once every half a second. If I download it again, and then just, so sometimes the simulator pops up, you need the device. You have to download it, go to device, and then it'll actually read the device. And now it's going to give me a reading every half second. It's going to give me a reading. And then down here on my little block down here, it's not really telling me what's what. So if I wanted to get really clever in here, I could go into here, serial right line. It's a taking some value. What the value is. Now if I download it, now it'll write that value and it'll write the number. So if I go to the console now and look at it, see it's going to values. The values are the same. So if I change it, then it's get into the values. So then I can kind of just put a label on it. Value 17. Maybe I got to work on my formatting here, but that's the general idea. All right, that's how you do that.